This week's episode of My Hero Academia, episode 88, the last episode of season 4. Man, so I was hella impressed. I was, I went. It was so many. It was so many emotions during this episode, man, and it was like okay, you start, you don't really like Endeavor like that, just because what he did to Todoroki's mom, what he did to Natsu's mom. I forgot the sister's name, but what he did to his wife. His wife is hospitalized right now, so he ran her ragged. He made her basically keep having kids till he got exactly what he wanted, and that was Todoroki. So, this episode definitely took us through a whole bunch of emotions. We was a little mad at Endeavor. Then we was like, oh shit, what just happened to Endeavor? And then he came out on top, and it was exactly what we needed. Because they did actually have a lot of filler episodes. I wasn't really, you already know, I wasn't really into all those filler episodes. I need y'all to get straight to it, or at least be building up some real plot. The school thing was all cool. The gentle fight, I loved it. You already know I love that gentle fight with Gentle and Midoriya. But this episode was probably one of the best episodes of the season. Definitely, it was definitely a good one to end off on. For one, so you got Nomu versus Endeavor, basically this entire episode. So we actually got to see a lot of backstory about Endeavor, about his family relationships, and once Endeavor got stabbed through the eye and was down on the ground, and that rose and that flower petal fell, I thought he was dead. All Might holding his side, you know, Todoroki flames starting to go up out his hand a little bit. It was ridiculous. Everybody's in a panic. Endeavor is on the ground. He's down. He's not down for long, but it is enough to shock people. It's enough to start realizing, how much Endeavor actually means to them. And he told them, just watch me. This was his start. I love this episode. Endeavor definitely came out. He could have went full force from the beginning, but he was trying to capture him. And that was my one thing I did like about Endeavor, is that he was like, fuck it, we finna beat his ass in the story. I'm going all out. Nothing. I'm not trying to capture you. He's trying to do the right thing. He's trying to be the number one hero that everybody wants him to be. By trying to capture that Nomu, because it can talk, it learns, it adapts. Man, so that Nomu should have been dead about 5 or 6 times, definitely. But he kept throwing his head out the way so that it wouldn't get destroyed, man. But Hawks came. We got Hawks's backstory, and Hawks was like, everybody else didn't try to surpass All Might, but you, and I was trying to follow after you. So I don't really feel like, nobody else. Like I thought it was gonna be a little bit more to Hawks, tell you the truth. But when it comes to people with real strength, um, Hawks is not the person that you want to come to your rescue. So I mean, he tried to attack the Nomu. It did absolutely nothing, and he's the number 2 hero. So, eh, I feel like in terms of saving people, uh, he is a top 10 hero. But in terms of fighting villains, if he was fighting like a weaker Nomu, but say if he was fighting, if he fought any of the other Nomus, um, definitely the power type one that All Might fought. If he came up against that one, he would have been done for. Because that took that took all of All Might. So I mean, uh, definitely. Definitely a good episode, man. You know, everybody's feelings like really got into this episode. You know, his kids don't even like him like that, but they started cheering him on. You know, it was a good scene, but then at the end of that fight, after yeah, because I thought he was gonna die. I did think he was gonna die when he fell down from the sky, but he stood up just like All Might did, exactly like All Might did after he beat All for One. So it was definitely a good start for Endeavor. I don't think that I don't think that with if they came up with another Nomu, which they more than likely are, that can talk, regenerate as fast as that one could, and had the speed and power of that one. If they gave like that a mixture with the Nomu that actually took on All Might, I really don't see Endeavor's chances of actually getting past that one. Um, I mean, I think he's gonna take a different approach as soon as the fight starts. I mean, he's more than likely just gonna go for the head right at the beginning. He's probably not gonna waste any more time, waste no more games for him. He already lost one eye. He probably gonna be looking all cool in the beginning of season 5. Got him a good old eye patch. But I think Todoroki's respect for him is actually going to change. I think we're going to see a totally different relationship between that father and son combo, which would be a deadly combo, especially when Todoroki actually grows up a little bit more. Will be a deadly combo. But this was another episode. Anime this is the anime sauce. So uh, definitely basically like, comment, and subscribe, man. We really appreciate your. Well, I really appreciate your support. Every like, every view does a lot for the channel. So, tell your people. Let me know.